I would like to share with you some tips that I have for longevity in the direct sales industry. I'm a leader with Norwex and my name is DELORES VANDENBOOGAARD. And one thing that I have found is that a lot of consultants don't want to get on the phone. How many of you feel that this phone weighs 1,000 pounds and you feel that if you make phone calls to your customers, you're just going to be bugging them, that you're just going to be irritating them? I'm going to tell you that that is not the truth. The truth is, this phone is the lifeline to longevity in the direct sales industry. So I'm going to give you a couple tips for fortune in the follow-up, as Belinda Ellsworth calls it, and what I do to maintain my customers and what I have done in the last 14 years. I can't tell you with full honesty that I've always had time to do all of these calls, because as a leader, I have to prioritize my time. But if you are new to Norwex and you are still building your business, there are a couple phone calls that are absolutely crucial that you need to make to your customers. Now, usually people are hesitant to make phone calls to their customers because they don't feel like they've earned the right to call them. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. Part of it is our own insecurities. We don't want to be bothering people, and we don't want them to think that we're calling them because we want them to book a party. But the truth is this is a business about building relationships. And for me with Norwex, I am so passionate about my product that I know that if somebody does host a party, I'm the one actually doing them the favor, because my hosts make off like bandits. They get hundreds of dollars in free product. So when I call them, it's all about my own mentality. What am I telling myself before I pick up the phone? Am I telling them that I'm offering them a gift? Am I calling them because I have something amazing to offer them? Absolutely. So here is the shift. You need to tell yourself that you have a gift to offer to your customers, and you are just doing good customer service by making these calls. Because you have two choices in this business. You can either make transactions, which means exchange a product for a price. You might as well work at Walmart, exchange a product for a price. Or you can give good customer service and have longevity by making those customer service calls and giving your customers the respect and the follow-up for thanking them for the purchase that they made through you, which will make them remember you for future purchases. All right, so here is my system. Call number 1, I highlight in pink and I highlight the customer's phone number. This phone call happens with my headset on when I'm keying in my customer's orders. I thank them for placing the order. I thank them for attending the party. That's all I'm doing. I'm not asking them for anything. I'm not telling them anything. I'm simply thanking them. Thanking them for taking a night away from their family, joining me, learning about my product, and I know that the items that I'm currently typing into the system, they are going to love. The other thing that I have found by doing this initial first touch phone call is they'll be like, I went home last night and I told my husband I was only going to spend $100, but I really do want to add that mattress spray onto my order. Or those face cloths that take off all your makeup, could you add those on for me too? Weren't they like $20? I love that when I reach out to my customers that they have the opportunity while I'm typing in their order to add onto their order. The one thing that I often do add in that call when I'm thanking them is I'll tell them what date the host plans on closing the party. I'll tell her that the products do get shipped to the host and that she never needs to attend a presentation to be able to order product. She can order online or call me at any time. It's just simply following up. The second call I highlight in yellow, and this one I highlight across the email address. This call I usually do about 2 weeks after they've received their product. Now, I do touch base with my host first to ensure that the product has been properly distributed to all the customers, because it's kind of embarrassing if you call them and they don't even have their stuff yet. But what's interesting is when I make this call, they often said that they hadn't tried it yet. So sometimes I'll get great customer testimonies back, which I can use at future parties. And sometimes they'll tell me, you know what? I actually haven't even opened the bag yet. So then I can reach out to them, remind them how to use the product, how to care for the product, and tell them how much the host got for free. I love telling my customers that because it's because of them. I'll say, Barbara, thank you so much for attending Sandra's party. Because of amazing friends like you who came out and are trying the product, she earned $432 in free product. Her home is now a safe haven. Thank you so much for supporting her. And I think that that's beautiful. They deserve to know what their friends received for free, and my hosts are always fine with me sharing it. They're delighted as well. The third phone call I like to make is just prior to their 60-day warranty expiring. So that one needs to happen within 2 months of them purchasing their product, because all of our products have a 60-day money-back guarantee. Now this one I will highlight as well, and I actually put a highlight across the entire order form. That means I'm done. That's my third phone call. I've reached out to them in regards to thanking them. I've reached out to them and confirmed. One thing that I forgot to say about the second phone call is I confirmed that I have their email address correct and that they're receiving my monthly newsletter. Then in the third phone call, that's when I put a line across the entire order form, and I have now developed a relationship with them. They have heard from me 3 times. I am now not just calling to ask them to host a party, but this is when I do offer for them to be able to host a presentation. Now, if you have made those first 2 phone calls to start with, this third phone call is so comfortable because you have a relationship with them. I make notes on all of my order forms. Did they just move? Did they renovate? Did they just get a dog? Or did they just go on holidays? I make notes on them so that when I call them, I can be like, so Sandra, how was your holiday? Did you have a good time down in Coeur d'Alene? I can find out how their trip was and I can touch base with them. This business is about building relationship. Now in that third phone call, that is also when I'll say to her, I was wondering if you were interested at all in hosting a presentation. I know that you had a significant wish list of things that you were wanting to stock your home with. It's been 2 months since your friends have been introduced to Norwex's product, and now would be a great time to have them back to see some more items that they could use for making their home a safe haven. So the third phone call is when I do reach out and I ask them if they are interested in hosting a presentation. And results are awesome. If you are not making these 3 phone calls, you may be struggling with your show schedule. And it all starts with the first 2 calls of building the relationship so that the third phone call feels like you're calling an old friend and you are offering her a gift to simply receive product for free. So pick up the phone. It's not 200 pounds, and it is your business partner to success. Go do it.